Travel with me to San Pedro, Belize for my birthday. So we currently live in the Metro Detroit area and we were flying out of Toronto. It just so happened to be a snowstorm on the day that we were supposed to leave. So we drove to Toronto the night before. We got a hotel room, went out and had food and drinks, and then woke up and went to the airport the next morning. We were able to pay for parking at our hotel, and they provided a free shuttle that brought us to the airport the following morning. So they have these cool little kiosks where you can track your flight and order food and drinks. We did that while we were waiting on our flight to board. So it's finally time for us to board our flight. Interesting thing about traveling to Belize, you do have to fly into Belize City. It is a 4.5 hour flight from Toronto. And then once you land in Belize City, you have to take a small 12-seater plane to the island that you're traveling to. You can also take the water taxi. The water taxi is 1.5 hours, and the flight is only 15 minutes. So we chose to do the flight, which was, I believe, $175 for the two of us one way. So you can ask at the gate if you can have the co-pilot seat, and that is what I did when I arrived. So I got to sit right next to the pilot. These planes are super small. They literally only seat like 12 people, but the views are absolutely immaculate. I highly recommend that you experience this at least one way if you're traveling to Belize. The island that we were staying on is called Ambergris Caye, and we were staying in the city of San Pedro. The primary means of transportation around this island is golf carts. So we had pre-reserved a golf cart, and the company was waiting for us at the airport when we got there with the golf cart. Stay tuned to see how day one went in San Pedro. Day one in San Pedro. So we got in our golf cart and we headed to our resort to check in. As I mentioned before, the primary means of transportation on the island is golf carts, so everybody is driving one. We checked in and then we went to a nearby restaurant to get some food and some drinks.
Labs is here, baby. Looking like a bag of money.
The food was so good. I got some shrimp tacos and my husband got a rice bowl, and it was bussin'. The drinks was good, but the mosquitoes ate me up at that restaurant. We got liquor from duty free, which I'm glad we did because it was so expensive on the actual island. So pro tip, get your liquor from duty free when you land in Belize City. So we headed out that night. We went to Sunset Club and it was a vibe. They played good music and we had some shots. When I say we had some shots, I mean several. Lots and lots of shots. Somebody started feeling too good, okay? So we had several more drinks at this club, and then we went to go get some street food, and I passed this San Pedro sign, so I got out and started drunk dancing and taking pictures, and we got some street meat. So this is us just playing and acting dumb.
You get a free welcome drink and you pour however much rum you want. The pools are open 24 hours, quiet after 10 p.m. They offer loft, 1 to 3 bedroom suites. All rooms have a patio or a balcony with a view. The window shades are remote controlled, so you can close them at your discretion. The mirrors are all touchscreen. The pool bar also serves food. You can also add room decor to your hotel reservation. 10 out of 10, I highly recommend.
After all the partying we did last night, we decided to sleep in, and then when we woke up, we got dressed and put on our swim gear and took some pictures, did a couple of shots, and then headed out for brunch. We went to a restaurant that was right off the water. I can't remember the name of this restaurant, but it was really busy and the food took forever to come out. So thankfully we were next to the water and we had some entertainment going on while we were waiting over an hour for our food. We were able to watch these pelicans hunting for fish while we had at least some drinks. So the drinks were okay. We had the drinks while we waited for our food. This was my first time trying shrimp ceviche, and when I say it was amazing, and after this time I had it at every restaurant that we went to after that. I ended up sending my food back because it was cold, but I ate the ceviche and it was good. Next we headed to Secret Beach, which is about a 30-minute drive in the golf cart on the other side of the island. This drive is a little sketchy, I will say, but it's beautiful once you get there. There are a bunch of restaurants and bars on this beach club, so once we found one where we liked the music they were playing, we sat down and ordered some shots. And when I say we are a prime example of not asking what the prices are while you're on vacation, the budget does not matter. We had like 3 shots a piece here and like 2 drinks, and our bill was like $150. That was like the biggest bill that we spent on drinks the entire vacation. After that, I'm like, okay, we got to start checking for prices because that's ridiculous. So we went back to the hotel, got in the pool, and this is us at the pool bar having some more shots. We ended up becoming cool with the bartender at the pool bar, and he passed us the aux, so we had the pool bar jumping.
Yep.
When you're trying to hang with the big dogs, but you can't. Back! We're supposed to be changing our clothes. He done went down there and fell asleep. So this is after I got dressed again. We're getting ready to go to dinner. When I say we were having so much fun riding around this island on these golf carts. So we went to dinner and then we went to have some drinks, and we kind of just bar hopped this night and rode around and explored the island. Then we just headed back to the resort to get some rest because we had an excursion that we had to be up for at 7 a.m. Welcome to day 3. We had to wake up super early this morning because we had to take a water taxi from San Pedro all the way to Belize City. Once we got there, our tour guide met us. This actually was not supposed to be a private tour, but it did end up being just us, which was pretty cool. Our tour guide was great. He first took us to the Altunja Mayan temple ruins, so we explored there. He gave us the entire history lesson, let us climb the Mayan temples, and then we took some pictures once we got to the top. It was super hot outside, but it was very, very good to learn about the culture and the history of the Mayans. The tour did include lunch. I didn't get any footage of that, but we had a traditional Mayan lunch, and then he drove us to the area where the cave tubing was. It was super hot, so I'm like covered in sunscreen and bug spray because we had to walk through like the rainforest in order to get to the river that we were cave tubing in, and it was super, super hot.
I know what time it is. Dora the Explorer tries to take her husband out, volume 10. Life insurance must be killer, because I try this all the time. But again, God is on my side. I will prevail. Hallelujah.
So we had to cross several of these little pathways in order to get to the cave that we were going to be tubing in. Our helmets included flashlights because it was super, super dark in these caves. It was like pitch black. It was bats on the ceiling. It was crazy.
I made it.
After we came out the cave, we got to cruise through the river, and then we headed back to the water taxi. On the way there, we passed these random wildfires. We went back to the room, showered, got dressed, and headed to dinner. We went here and we thought we were going to have dinner here, but the kitchen was closed, so we ended up just having shots. So we ended up going to a different bar, which was a much litter vibe. We had some shots, did some dancing. It was a live DJ. He made me a whole birthday song. These girls that I'm dancing with are actually from Belize, and they were a time, okay? They were so lit about it being my birthday. I felt like they were my friends, okay? It's my birthday. It's now officially after midnight, which means it's my birthday. So we ended the night in the jacuzzi at the resort. Stay tuned for day 4. It's officially my birthday. We started our day with a hour and a half massage over the water, and when I say this was a immaculate experience, after our massages we went back to the resort and changed into some swim gear, and then we headed back to Secret Beach because we had seen the previous day that we were there that they had jet skis and like these little mini party boats you could rent, and we wanted to do that on my birthday. So wait, on the way to Secret Beach, my husband is like, this looks like water that crocodiles would be in. And I'm like, boy, ain't no crocodiles over there. And I looked to my right and there's a crocodile right by my side. So we ended up renting this party boat, and we had the guy drive us around, and we brought our own drink, so we took some shots. It was a very nice experience. We had the speaker blasting. I seriously lost count on how many shots that I took this day because I was drinking like I was a fish in this ocean, honey. So we stayed out on the water until the sunset. But first we stopped at this little beach and got off and took some pictures and things like that. So when we got back to our resort, my husband had these flowers delivered to me for my birthday. So we showered and got dressed and got ready for our reservation for our dinner on the beach. It's pretty dark so you can't see, but the ocean is right on the other side of the word love. Everything was set up so beautiful. They had great music playing. They really set the scene. 10 out of 10 experience for this beach dinner. We ended the night bar hopping around the island. Stay tuned. I had an amazing birthday the day before. It is our last and final day in Belize, so we decided to take a water taxi over to Key Calker, which is another island in Belize. It takes the water taxi about 30 minutes to get from San Pedro to Key Calker. So as soon as we got there, we took a taxi, which is also a golf cart because they don't have any cars on this island. So we had this taxi drop us off so that we could rent our own golf cart to explore the island. The real feel was 104 degrees this day. It was super hot. I say it's hot.
Oh my God.
I'm literally drenching in sweat.
Oh, you got.
We found this little cocktail bar that was serving frozen drinks, so we stopped there, and then we headed to Pelican Bar to get some food. This shrimp ceviche was probably the best that I had on the island.
Oh my God.
It still got the teeth on it, bro.
Are you serious? It still got the fucking teeth on it. Who about to eat this? Bro.
After we ate and had more drinks, we drove our golf cart to the split ferry so that it could take us to the other end of Key Calker. The roads over here are so bumpy, like none of them are paved. So after riding around for about 20 minutes, we finally got to where we were going, which was Bliss Beach, which is a fairly new beach bar that just opened up. He said they had been open for about 2 months, but the beach was beautiful there, and we had some good drinks there as well. We didn't stay here too long. We walked around and took some pictures and some videos. And then we went and sat at the bar and had some drinks. It ended up being another person's birthday while we were sitting at the beach, and the bartender ended up giving us free shots. So her and I both took some shots. I had to make sure that I recorded this process on the way back because I didn't record it on the way there because I didn't expect this to happen. But this is how they get our golf cart back on the ferry to take us to the other side of the island. I was like, wow, just wow. So as we were going back to the other side of the island, the sun was starting to set. So we went to another area on Key Calker where you can see like different stingrays and other fish. And people are feeding turpins. There are pelicans there and things of that sort. So we stayed there and watched the sunset. Then we took the ferry back to the island that we were staying on.
She keep thinking this the last day. This might be the last day for her. I'm staying here. This is my family now.
I thought you was going to the bathroom. Look back at it. Look back at it. Then I'm look back, rapping on the mathematic. Hey.
This was our last night, so you know exactly what we did. We bar hopped until we couldn't anymore.